Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we jump into today's video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends if you find it useful. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and meant to keep you updated on stock market news and daily developments. I'm not a SEBI-registered advisor or research analyst, so please consult a certified financial advisor before making any buying, selling, or holding decisions. Also, don't forget to join our free Telegram channel for more real-time updates on the stock market. Now let's begin with today's big highlights. Point 1. Market rally. Fourth straight day of gains. The Indian stock market continued its upward trend on Friday, making it the fourth consecutive session where the market closed in green. What's driving this rally? Well, strong buying was seen in blue-chip stocks like Asian Paints and Ultratech Cement. On top of that, there were fresh foreign investments, a stronger Indian rupee, and falling crude oil prices internationally, all of which boosted investor confidence. Point 2. Rupee gets stronger against the dollar. The Indian rupee gained strength against the US dollar. This was mainly due to heavy foreign fund inflows and positive domestic equity market performance. Also, the US dollar index was weaker, which gave an additional push to our currency. Point 3. Manufacturing sector sees healthy growth. According to the latest RBI data, listed manufacturing companies in India have seen their sales grow by 6% in FY25 compared to just 3.5% growth last year. This growth was led by key sectors like automobiles, electrical equipment, food and beverages, and pharma. Point 4. India now fourth largest economy. Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan shared a major update. India is now the world's fourth largest economy, thanks to rapid growth under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership. Point 5. Banks advised to cut lending rates. A recent RBI article pointed out that banks need to reduce lending rates so that the benefits of recent policy rate cuts, 50 basis points, reach the common people and businesses quickly. Point 6. Global cues, trade deals and market sentiment. Globally, the markets also had some big news. European markets traded higher after the US struck a deal with China to fast-track rare earth shipments, a sign of cooling trade tensions. Asian markets, on the other hand, were mixed. Even though US President Donald Trump announced a rare earths trade deal with China and hinted at a big trade agreement with India, Chinese markets dipped due to concerns about falling industrial profits and ongoing issues in the real estate sector. Japan gained, hoping for the removal of some tariffs by the US. Meanwhile, Malaysia and Indonesia were closed for Islamic New Year. Point 7. Sensex and Nifty performance. BSE Sensex gained 303.03 points, 0.36%, to close at 84,058.90. Nifty 50 rose 88.80 points, 0.35%, to finish at 25,637.80. On the Sensex, 18 stocks advanced while 12 declined. The Nifty also had more gainers, 30 stocks up versus 20 down. Sector-wise performance. Sectors that performed the best. Oil and gas up 1.21%. Power up 1.14%. Basic materials up 1.11%. Energy up 1.10%. Utilities up 0.99%. Sectors that saw losses. Realty down 1.57%. IT down 0.24%. TECK down 0.02%. Consumer discretionary down 0.01%. Point 8. Energy future. India set to become exporter. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari made a big statement. India will likely become a net energy exporter in the next 6 to 7 years. Right now, we import most of our energy, but the government is pushing strongly for alternative fuels like ethanol, biodiesel, EVs, and hydrogen. He also mentioned that these new fuels can reduce pollution and lower logistic costs. Currently, India's logistics cost is around 16% of GDP, but the goal is to bring it down to 9% by year-end. That's a huge step forward. Now time to summarize. Stock markets are performing well with strong foreign fund inflows. Rupee is gaining strength. Manufacturing sector is growing. India is now the fourth biggest economy in the world. RBI wants banks to reduce lending rates. Global markets are cautiously optimistic. Big vision ahead for India's energy future. Now, let's take a look at some key stocks that made headlines today and what's driving their prices up. I'll keep it super simple, so even if you're new to the market, you'll get the full picture. Let's go. Jio Financial Services gets a boost from SEBI. Let's start with Jio Financial Services. The stock went up nearly 4% today. Why? Because SEBI, the stock market regulator, has officially approved Jio BlackRock Broking to operate as a stockbroker in India. This is a big deal. It means Jio is expanding deeper into financial services and broking, and investors are clearly excited. Next is Vedant. Tariff deadline delay gives relief. Shares of the company rose about 2%, and here's why. The White House stated that 9th July deadline for reimposing tariffs on imports may not be final and could be extended. While the final decision rests with the US President, this gives some breathing room to global exporters like Vedant, and the market responded positively. Next is SBI, strong outlook from CLSA. Let's talk about State Bank of India, SBI. The stock rose over 1% after global brokerage CLSA gave it a big thumbs up. CLSA reiterated its outperform rating and set a target price of 1,050 rupees, which means there's a potential 32% upside from the current price. They praised SBI's strong fundamentals and rising market share. However, they did give a word of caution. There could be margin pressure in FY26, so something to watch. Next is Akzo Nobel India, huge surge after JSW deal. This one really jumped today. Akzo Nobel India's shares shot up over 7% after JSW Paint signed a deal to buy up to 74.76% stake in the company from its parent and affiliates. The deal is worth up to 8,986 crore rupees. That's massive. Investors love clarity and momentum, and this acquisition news has definitely made Akzo Nobel a hot stock today. Next is IndusInd Bank, CEO bus drives stock up. Finally, let's talk about IndusInd Bank. The stock jumped nearly 4% after reports surfaced that Rajiv Anand from Axis Bank is a leading contender for the CEO position at IndusInd. Not just him. Rahul Shukla from HDFC Bank and Anup Saha from Bajaj Finance are also reportedly in the running. A possible leadership change always catches investor interest, and the excitement pushed the stock higher. Now wrap up. Jio entering broking, expansion story. Vedant's tariff relief, international advantage. SBI, long-term growth with a slight caution. Akzo Nobel, acquisition excitement. IndusInd Bank, leadership shake-up in progress. If you're watching these stocks, now you know what's moving them, and why. Thanks for staying with me till the end. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more such updates. And don't forget to join our Telegram channel for instant stock market alerts and insights. See you in the next video.